Assistive Technology by Robin Murphy. Why use AT with students with disabilities? It helps them communicate their wants and needs. It helps them assist with everyday living skills. It helps them learn a new skill in the classroom or at home. It can help them learn to read. It can help them learn to do math. It can help them learn to talk. And it can help them to access their environment. These are only a few things that assistive technology can help a student with. The list can go on and on and on. In the next few slides, you'll be seeing examples of AT devices that you can use in the classroom. These all vary in a student's individual needs. They may need a communication device just to help them communicate because they're autistic. There may be a student that has a visual impairment, so they may need something raised. There may be communication devices that just help them participate in the classroom. And also you may have students that are nonverbal and they will need more of an extensive device, or a child that's in, or a student that's in a wheelchair that will need a device that will help them to use the communication device. So in the next few slides are examples that I have pulled off the internet of pictures that you might use in the classroom. This here device is a single switch appliance device that you can hook to an appliance. Here they're turning on and off a light. You could also use it for turning on and off a mixer or anything like that. The device you see here is a 32 messenger communicator. It is used to help students communicate. They can take it out into the community to communicate, take it to their classes to communicate. This is where you'll see a lot of the board maker symbols used with the picture symbols that we went over in the video that I presented on board maker. So this here is very successful with students with autism, with students that are nonverbal, or students that just have troubles with communicating. This is a 4-level communication builder on the slide. Use these to advance students on the communication device. So for example, you might have a student who is just learning to use the communication device and they need just one picture. So you would give them the one picture and then give them a result. So for example, you're having snack. So you have the picture of a cookie on the communication device. You do hand over hand prompting and help the student push the button, and then you give them the cookie. And then eventually the student is able to push the button themselves. And then you give them two choices, a cookie and a cracker, and they can choose which one they want for the snack. And as you build that communication, you can give them more choices. And this here gives you that opportunity to build on that. This is an adjustable angle switch that you can use with students with visual impairments, or just with the student that has trouble with finding the button. A lot of kids with visual impairments need something raised or that lights up, and this here has that option. The students can fill the dots can light up, and also you can do that angle where they can find the switch easier. This AT device is for adaptive music. This way a student can participate in a musical activity, and most of the students I've had love music. And so this allows them to participate in the special ed classroom or also in like a music classroom so they can participate with their peers. It's very cool AT devices. What you see here is an iPad. I have used iPads for communication devices and also for visually impaired students to use magnifiers to help them magnify their work. You can use BoardMaker in conjunction with the iPad and download the communication device. The good thing about having an iPad is it's very easy to take back and forth from home. A student can get different sizes of the iPad, and it's easier to program. You don't have to print out the different symbols and things like that. So I recommend an iPad if the student is able to take care of the iPad, because there's some students that might throw it or not know that, how to take care of it. So you have to kind of consider the student and how they would react to the iPad, or how you would train that student to use that iPad. This slide shows different styluses that can be used in conjunction with an iPad or an assistive technology device, and they can hook it on their hand, or put it in their mouth, or put it on their head, depending on what they need for their disability. This is what is called a big talk. With a big talk, you can put one message in there. I use it a lot with vocabulary lessons. I'll put the picture on there that I've made in BoardMaker. I will either use hand over hand or have the student push the device, and they will have the word or the definition so they can communicate with their peers in a group lesson. You can also put in questions or answers to questions and let them choose, like maybe have 2 of them. So this is very handy. I use this all the time in the classroom. Here are what is called game buzzers. These are where kids can participate in a game, and you know how kids love to participate in games. So you can have different colors for each student and play different interactive games with your students.
That's all, folks.